Hi, my name is Professor Silver, and welcome to Pokemon Explained, where we focus on the narrative arcs of all our favorite characters from the Pokemon anime. In today's episode, we'll be deep diving into Ash's Muk, breaking down its complete history, walking through all its major appearances, battles, storylines, and character development. Though it's typically remembered as a lovable oaf, Muk debuted as a massive bully in Sparks Fly for Magnemite. Muk was born from the pollution of Grimy City. Alongside an army of Grimer, Muk terrorized the city's Pokemon Center by shutting off its power. Fortunately, Pikachu and a friendly Magnemite defeated Muk, allowing Ash to capture it and the center to heal all the sick Pokemon. Even though Primeape and Butterfree's departure had left an open spot on his team, Ash transferred Muk's Pokeball to Professor Oak since he couldn't stand its toxic odor. After Muk's first appearance, its personality did a complete 180. Muk developed a deep affection for humans and transformed into a goofball. It liked nothing more than to hug people, regardless if they were friend or foe. Much like Krabby, Muk developed a deep affection for Oak, as Ash failed to bond with it like he did his other Pokemon. Muk lovingly crowded the telescreen and smothered Professor Oak whenever Ash phoned home. Its relationship with Oak was so strong that when Ash finally visited Muk in the showdown at the Poke Corral, Muk paid him no mind and ran towards Oak instead. Muk missed out on all of Ash's gym battles as he failed to rotate his reserves. Muk didn't battle until Ash entered the Indigo League, where it faced Jeanette's super agile Bellsprout in the 4th round rumble. Bellsprout defeated both Bulbasaur and Pikachu by absorbing and manipulating their attacks like a judo master. Muk was Ash's last hope at victory. Muk mimicked Bellsprout's strategy by absorbing all of its attacks and beat it with a body slam so deadly that Ash feared Bellsprout had suffocated. It's worth noting that Muk's Pokeball lacked its distinct odor during the battle, likely because it had bonded with Professor Oak and Ash. Ash returned Muk to Oak after he lost the league's 5th round to Richie. Had Ash used Muk rather than Charizard, he might have won against Richie's underpowered team and advanced to the top 16. After the league, Ash traveled to the Orange Islands, where Muk briefly joined his team in the Mystery Menace to help locate a kidnapped Bulbasaur. Ash considered using Muk in the Orange Islands Winners' Cup, but ultimately opted for Tauros. Had Muk battled, it could have fought and tied Drake's Ditto. I'm sure I'm not the only one that would have loved to see Muk hugging it out with its clone in a massive ball of slime. Soon after Ash won the Orange League, he visited Pallet Town and reunited with Muk in a tense situation. Muk consoled a broken-hearted Brock and defended Oak's lab from James's Victreebel and Jesse's Likitung. It repelled Razor Leaf, poisoned Victreebel, and used its toxic skin to render Likitung's lick ineffective. Though Muk nearly won, Victreebel prematurely ended the battle by putting Muk to sleep. Ash's lack of flute robbed Muk of its wins, as Gary's Nidoqueen defeated the two instead. Ash then traveled to Johto while Muk remained at Oak's lab. Like in Kanto, Muk spent most of the saga with Oak and largely appeared via telescreen. Muk returned for the Johto League, where it faced Gary's Blastoise. Blastoise opened with a Skull Bash so powerful, Muk could barely absorb the impact. Muk retaliated with Sludge Bomb, but Blastoise countered with Rapid Spin. In an attempt to replicate its win from the Indigo League, Muk engulfed Blastoise in its sludge. Unlike Bellsprout, Blastoise proved too powerful and escaped using Hydro Pump, forcing Ash to recall Muk in favor of Bayleaf. Though it did only minor damage, Muk surviving several attacks from Gary's most powerful Pokemon is impressive within itself. Muk returned to the battlefield to face Gary's Scizor. It deflected Quick Attack and used Sludge Bomb, but was flung into the air by Metal Claw and knocked out by Swift. Despite Muk's loss, Charizard defeated Blastoise, Scizor, and Golem, advancing Ash to the next round, which he subsequently lost to Harrison. Since the Johto League's conclusion, Muk hasn't appeared in any of Ash's battles. It briefly rejoined him for the Sinnoh League, but wasn't shown in any of the matches. While Muk has yet to battle again, it's returned as a sight gag in every single series except XY and Journeys. Muk typically returns to greet Ash whenever he phones home or returns to Pallet Town. Other notable appearances include crushing Butch, Cassidy, and Tracy, giving creepy back rubs to Professor Birch, being compared to its Alolan variant, and palling around with Professor Oak. For all its time on the series, Muk's only win was against Jeanette's Bellsprout. It nearly defeated Victreebel and Likitung, but was put to sleep before the battle's conclusion. It lost to Ash's Pikachu in a wild Magnemite and Gary's Scizor. While I highly doubt Muk will ever battle again, I can't imagine it fading into obscurity anytime soon. Its recent appearances in Sun and Moon prove the writers still love its comedy and have no plans to retire it. On the off chance Muk returns to battle, its moveset of Body Slam and Sludge Bomb could be improved by adding Acid Armor for added defense and Ice Punch for better type coverage. And with that being said, let's wrap it up. I'll be back next week to cover another character from the anime. I'd love to hear which Pokemon you want me to cover next. I'm open to all of them. If you liked today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss next week's episode. My name again is Professor Silver, and it's been an absolute pleasure to share with you today. I will respond to every comment personally, so let me know what you think. Catch you later.